guys, what's up? My name's Danny, aka Thriftfish on Instagram and Poshmark. I am an online fashion reseller. I sell on the Poshmark app as well as eBay and Mercari. Today I'm going to be taking you through 20 items that sold fast in the month of January on the Poshmark app. I'm only going to be doing Poshmark sales, no eBay or Mercari today, but I'm going to take you through 20 items that sold within 5 days of listing on the app. Just so you can get an idea of what's selling fast. Of course, every business is different, so some of these things may work for some people and some of these things may not work for everybody, but that's okay. It's just kind of to get an idea. I think a lot of people enjoy these videos, so I'd like to do these on a monthly basis. So the first item, this item sold within 5 days of listing on the app, and actually this was a return from Tradesy. I had sold the item on Tradesy, and this is something about Tradesy where if the item sells for I think under $100, I could be wrong on that the customer can return the item for any reason. So I got a notification that it was coming back to me, and I automatically relisted it on every platform, and it sold within 5 days of relisting it on Poshmark. It was a Vince cashmere color block sweater. I love this thing. It's so soft and pretty. It sold for $35 with an earnings of $28. And I'll take you through what it sold for, what my earnings are, and you'll kind of get an idea of what my average sale price is, where my sweet spot is. The next item sold within 4 days of listing on the app, and actually this sold as part of a bundle. In my closet, anything $25 and under, I have a sale for 3 for $25. So this sold in a 3 for $25 bundle. It was an Anthropologie Sita Mert embroidered blouse. So it did sell in the bundle, 3 for $25, which would have given me an earnings of $20, but that sold fairly quickly, and that was one of the things I got at the ThredUp outlet. Next was a pair of Sam Edelman Petty ankle boots, and I love picking up Sam Edelman booties for the right price. These sold for $28 with an earnings of $20.60. And I am looking down at my laptop because I have my notes here, so I apologize for all the looking down. The next item sold within 4 days of listing on the app, and this was one of my favorite finds recently. It was the Kooples zip back sweater. Really cool, sold for $40 and gave me an earnings of $32. Next was actually a relisted item, so it did not sell. So this one sold within 3 days of relisting. It didn't sell within 3 days of original listing, but I'm still gonna count it. It was a Madewell texture and thread side tie jumpsuit. Really cute, sold for $30 and gave me an earnings of $22.20. Next, again, this one sold within 3 days of listing on the app. It was a pair of Spanx super skinny high-rise jeans. I have been loving selling Spanx lately if I can find them. They sold for $30 with an earnings of $24. Next was a pair of shoes, a pair of Tom's Mallorca peep toe suede heeled booties. I will pick up any unique Toms or Tom booties that are in good condition. I do believe I got these at a Goodwill outlet. They sold for $32 and gave me an earnings of $23.80. Next, again, this is the last item that sold within 3 days of listing on the app, was an Anthropologie Maeve Abilene crochet yoke maxi dress. This thing was really pretty. It sold for $45 and gave me an earnings of $36. Next, this item sold within 2 days of listing on the app. It was a pair of Madewell 9-inch high-rise skinny crop distressed jeans. Yes, that's a lot to say. But they sold for $25 and gave me an earnings of $18.20. I do believe I sent an offer for those. Next was a men's item. It's a Scotch and Soda textured workers pullover. This sold within 2 days of listing on the app. It sold for $28 and gave me an earnings of $22.40. The next, again, 2 days of listing on the app. I do love my Bowden. This was a Bowden color block dress, sold for $25, gave me an earnings of $20. Pretty standard for Bowden. The next was a pair of shoes. These are Zalo needlepoint loafers. You may have seen these in one of my hauls. I do believe they're sold at Anthropologie, but nonetheless, they sold for $28 and gave me an earnings of $20.60. You can kind of see where my sweet spot is. My average sale price, anywhere between $20 and $30 for my earnings. That is where I am pretty comfortable. All right, next we are down to the items that sold within a day of listing on the app. So this was a pair of Lululemon Stressless Space Dye joggers. They sold for $33 and gave me an earnings of $24.60. I got them for a good price at the ThredUp outlet. They were marked at a flat price rather than by the pound, but they were a good price. Next was another Lululemon piece. This was a restless mock neck shirt. This I do think I got from the pay by the pound ThredUp outlet. It sold for $38 and gave me an earnings of $28.60. That was a good one. Next was another pair of shoes, another pair of Sam Edelman's, except these were suede Dorsey pumps, the Onyx Dorsey pumps. They sold for $25, gave me an earnings of $20. Again, I will pick up Sam Edelman for a good price. I love to flip those. Another item, another pair of shoes that sold within one day of listing on the app. I'm going to give my best shot at pronouncing this, but it was Linnea Paolo Felicia black leather wedge sneakers. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I did it. I did get these at a Goodwill outlet. They sold for $33 and gave me an earnings of $26.40. They're leaf blowing. Hold on. Ooh, hold on. It's nice out, so I had all my windows open, but then the leaf blowing started, so no more. All right, the next item was a pair of pants. These were an Eloquii pair of really colorful, tropical, floral trousers. They sold for $22 and gave me an earnings of $17.60. Again, those sold within a day of listing. These are a pair of shoes. These are the last item that sold within a day of listing. These were a pair of Everlane, the street shoe. These were a little beat up, so they only sold for $30 with an earnings of $24. Again, that's good for what I was looking for with the condition they were in. And they're Everlane, so it didn't surprise me that they sold quickly. All right, and we are down to the last two items that sold the same day that they were listed. So the second to last item was a Free People Take Over Me knit sweater. This was like a big, oversized, chunky knit, comfy sweater. Sold for $28 and gave me an earnings of $20.60. And last but not least, it was those teaks. If you saw my haul, you saw I found a pair of teaks. They were the Romantic Blush Metallic Reptile Print Flats. Reptile Print Flats. Sold same day they were listed for $115 and gave me an earnings of $92. So those were a little bit of an outlier in my average sale price, but definitely worth it. I'd love to have more higher average sale price items, but really I am pretty happy with where all of these items fell, especially with how quickly they sold. So I hope this kind of gave you an idea of what sold quickly for me and maybe some things to keep your eyes out for, or maybe it just encourages you to go check out your sales report on Poshmark to see what's selling quickly for you. I think it's a really good tool to see what you should be sourcing and not sourcing. If you have any questions, please go ahead and drop them in the comments, and also let me know what sold quickly for you in January. I would love to see that. Thank you again for being here. If you like this video, as always, go ahead and click that thumbs up. And if you like this content and you want to see more of this face, go ahead and click subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you again real soon.